All right, we are adjusting. What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are giving away these to a lucky entrant. About a month ago, I posted on my Instagram a photo about goals and asked up to, I think it was a 50 comment entry on that. And today is the official day that we're going to make the draw to see who won those. What's going on, everybody? I'm Coach Chris Beck, the Wise Guy. Make sure you're following me on YouTube. Subscribe, hit that bell, and get notified for notifications. We have about 200 people who get notified every time I go live, because that's the only time you'll know when I'm live to do things like this, giveaways, promotions, or when I'm in a store doing a live scan, showing you guys how exactly to make money. All of that stuff happens when you hit that bell, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys some stuff here, but most importantly, what we're going to talk about is goals and goal setting, so stay with me. And each goal comment that I review, we're going to review them together. We are going to post those and then spin the wheel at the end of the show, and let's see who wins these beautiful beasts. Just so you know, I have a pair myself. So they're exclusive. They are the Luxe Edition. A beautiful, I don't know, metallic blue. Most comfortable. It's what it looks like when you have it on. Super comfortable. They're about $150 on Amazon. I'll show you the link so that you guys can see exactly what they look like. Keep them yourself, give them away, whatever you want to do with them, they're yours. To all of you who left a comment, thank you so much. And to those of you who saw the promotion and didn't leave a comment, shame on you. I'm trying to give you guys some free stuff. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, share, all that type of stuff that you're supposed to do when you're on Instagram. Make sure you're doing that so that you guys can join in some free stuff. What's going on, Marina? Good to see you on there. You are in, and you were the quickest to say you're in, so you win some PayPal cash. Message me on The Wise Guy to claim your prize, and this is, I believe, the second time you won, which obviously indicates that you have your notification bell on. So definitely message me. Remember, anytime you see me come on live, make sure you write as soon as you can, I'm in it to win it. I am in it to win it, or I'm in. And that will enter you right away for my Amazon pay-per-click cash giveaway and prizes. So make sure you're following me on Instagram in order to claim those prizes, and make sure that you message me on Instagram to claim those prizes. So let's jump right into it. First off, Amazon mentorship with Coach Chris Beck. If you want to learn how to sell on Amazon, then sign up for my course. It is on sale. It is $200 off. Make sure you sign up for my course, Coach Chris Beck's Amazon Selling Hustle. You can Google that. You can Google, I'll throw the link in the description of this video, but it's all on there, and the course is $200 off right now. It is $297, so make sure you sign up for that. And we have our wheel prepared. I have 50 names, 50 spots. I'm going to delete these and add names as people enter as we go through the list, but this is my wheel. And at the end of this video, we're going to choose, this is automatic, we're going to choose the winner. And just so you know, it is open to everybody who commented and followed the rules and guidelines, specifically to how I mentioned it on that Instagram post. Follow me on Instagram at The Wise Guy. Here is the post. So this is what we're going to talk about in today's show. A goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about goal setting. We're going to talk about what I'm learning to do more and more and more when I'm setting goals and how I focus to constantly achieve them as best as I can. Goals should scare you. That's the truth. Goals should scare the hell of you, because the more it scares you, the more meaning a goal will have to you. Obviously, if a goal doesn't frighten you, it's more of probably just something that you normally would accomplish. It's probably not that challenging. It's probably something you could do if you just took a little bit of action. But if the goal were big and there was pressure behind it, and by even saying it out loud, where anyone around you could hear you state a goal, and it scared you to make those promises, that's the kind of goal you want. But if that promise or that goal excited you, like, man, if I could really get this done, this would change my life, then that's the meaning of this post. A goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. So we had, like I said, we had quite a few people post, not quite 50, but I'm going to give away these Beats by Dre anyways, but not quite 50. We had, I want to say, roughly about 40, which is great. If I would have commented, I think I said, like, we want to get to 100. But here is what I said. So I said, here's the rules. Officially, when did I post this? Maybe like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. So it was about the 7th of May. The Wise Guy official giveaway wins solo Beats by Dre. These are the solo Beats 2. Luxe edition in blue. Question, how do you approach your goals? Rules, must follow at The Wise Guy on Instagram to win. Comment, you can comment up to 3 times. So each time you comment, that gets you an entry. Now the comments do have to be so I say post must generate 100 comments. If I commented or replied to all of them, it would have achieved close to 100, so we're good there. So I said share, promote this post. Most original answers will be selected. We are not going to select shout-outs. We're not going to select all those other little things. We're going to make sure that the responses were specific to goals. Again, trying to get you guys to be creative and open. And, hey, look, if you posted a goal and talked a little about it, that would be a qualified post for sure, and would have added a bonus spin for you. We're doing a live draw right now, as you can see, and winner will be notified by posted message, so I'll direct message the winner. Obviously, if you're watching this video and you won and you haven't heard from me, connect with me. But I'm going to vet each winner to make sure that they are following me at the time of selection. If they're not following me, then I will move on to the next winner, that's for sure. And then it says, must be in Canada or the U.S. Listen, if you're in the U.S., and I will mail this to you, and I will absorb the cost to get this to you. I said max shipping is $50. I'll see how much it costs. If it costs like $300 to get it, I'm not sending it. We will figure out another way. Price value is $159. That's what I was selling these for on Amazon. Made different from the model picture above. Here is the listing. Those are the Beats. Right there. I mean, who doesn't like this product? Such a great product. The sound quality is just amazing. Now, they're obviously not the cordless edition. These ones have cord. The new versions of these, probably about $400, $350 to $400 of cordless. But these will more than enough do the job. They're absolutely just a great, great, great product. So those are them right there. Zoom in capabilities. Beats by Dre. All right. And so let's go through these. And let me just turn on my phone so I can see if there's anyone asking any questions. If you want a message below about goals, you can. Unfortunately, you won't be entered into the draw by messaging on this video about goals. But definitely talk about them. Tell me how you go about achieving your goals. You know, what are some of the tactics you use? I'm gonna, at the very end of my comments, I put the 3 ways I do it. I put a bonus one as well. And these are important. And the reality is, the truth is, I don't do it every time. It really, honestly, I've established a way of doing it that it does scare me. But then that's what you want. You got to figure out the steps that you would do it in that will scare you once you commit to them. And a lot of people, that fear holds them back from committing to their goals, or speaking them out loud, or attaching them to somebody, or all the steps that I speak of. So we'll talk about those as well. All right. Let me throw this on here so I can see who is on with us. My channel. Lives, there we go. All right. Again, good to see you, Marina. Good to be on here. I know it's late. I know a lot of people are going to be watching this in the morning. I'm not at live number 25 yet. I said after live number 25, I think I said I'm going to go at 6 o'clock, which will be a boost for everybody. They can definitely capture me live. Okay. Here we are. We got 2 up. Let's zoom out here. The second one I'm going to use to actually, this one here, I'm going to actually check who the winner is, and if they follow me. I'm going to be able to search their name to see if they follow me. I'll give you an example of how you guys can tell if someone follows you on Instagram. What you can do is you can simply search their name. I don't know, I'll put in the letter C, see what comes up. King Handles, great basketball player. Follow the King Handles, 163,000 followers. He's from Vancouver. Give him a follow if you want to know basketball stuff. So when you get this message or the checkmark box, that means he's following you back. You can message him, okay? Somebody who doesn't follow me, I'll just put in a C again. I don't know if the Costco Kevin guy follows me. I follow him because it was funny. He followed me back. Pretty cool. Costco Kevin was the guy who in Costco, the Costco manager took the shopping cart away from him. He has a really good interview with Patrick Bet-David. I honestly have a lot of respect for this guy. He's intelligent, he's articulate, and his point of view, I feel for the guy and I like his point of view. So go watch that interview on Patrick Bet-David with the Costco Kevin guy who gets his cart yanked from him because he wasn't wearing a mask in Costco. You probably like his story. Small little video, it's about 20 minutes long. Great interview. Let's try another guy, but he's following me back, interestingly. He doesn't have many followers, so he followed me back. That's awesome. And then, and he posts some really interesting content as well. Let's go D. Let's see if somebody on a D doesn't follow me. Kevin David doesn't follow me. Kevin David's the ninja. He doesn't follow me, so it's going to say follow. I would have to follow him in order to, so if I click follow, it's going to say now I can message him and what have you. Actually, you know what it says when, that's right. Just because I follow him doesn't mean he follows me. I don't remember how to do it. I think when I don't follow him, somebody I follow, let's go back to, let's go B, let's go C. Burnby Athletics follow me. So I'll unfollow them. Follow. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll make sure that the person that wins follows me. I thought I had a trick here, but I don't, because I know they do follow me. So, or maybe they don't. Let's see if they do. The wise guy. Let's see if they follow the wise guy. It's only 90. Shouldn't be hard. Maybe they don't. It is a school. My posts are very random. It's a school I coach at. So they don't follow me. So let's go someone who follows me. Usually it'll say follow back. So let's go B. Justin Bieber doesn't follow me. Bronny follows me. Bronny, another Amazon seller in Montreal. Let's unfollow Bronny quickly. Follow. Usually it says follow back. I don't know what's up. I'll figure that stuff out later. No big deal right now. Okay. So let's jump right over to the post. Let's go through them right now and let's see what kind of posts are, and then we'll add their names of the ones we choose to the wheel of names right here. The wheel of names. Number 5. The wheel of names. Oh, number 5. Good news. Okay. So first up we have Papa YYC, Papa Calgary. I think the YYC is Calgary. Success, he put, let me zoom out here. Success is goals, all else is commentary. All right. So he's more of a do it, an action guy, a take action guy. Success is goals, all else is commentary. Don't talk it, take action. I like that. I like that. All right, we'll put Papa C. See if I can go and just copy his name. Put Papa C on the list. He'll take the number 1 spot. What I'll do is I'll just delete these all for now. Yeah. I put in all these numbers earlier because I was playing with this wheel. See how big we can grow this wheel. There we go. Zoom this out a little bit. All right, he's got the first wheel. 100% for him right now. Ronnie's followed. Okay, we'll go back to Instagram. Okay, next up we have Karis Charms, still making that bread, she says, during the tough times of quarantine. Amazon seller, peace sign. I don't know how that has to do with goals. Maybe that's her goal, was to make bread. So she's doing, but she can't win. She's excluded. She is my daughter, so we can't put her in there. No family. Jello Spoon says, respect, to give me a shout out. No shout outs. Brent Peluso says, loving these. Give always, brother. Thanks for putting out amazing content. Thank you, Brent. I appreciate that. Selma fan says, thumbs up. Appreciate that. Brent says, I approach my goals by doing SMART system. The biggest thing for me is having a time limit deadline. Also, I use my Google Calendar to plan out what actions I'll do that day to get one step closer to my goal. Love it. Good action there. I like that you're using a plan. SMART. I forget what SMART stands for. SMART, blah, blah, blah. I forget. What does SMART stand for? SMART goals. SMART goals. It's an acronym for SMART goals definition. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timeline. Specific, achievable, timely. Yeah, not accepting that. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. Yeah, it's a great set of, words to follow. I like it. Mine are different though. I don't go as many. I don't have as many. Achievable, realistic. A lot of people say set gigantic goals. I'm kind of of that same mindset, because realistic doesn't necessarily embarrass you if you don't achieve it. It's just realistic. Okay? It doesn't necessarily hurt. It doesn't scare you if it's realistic. You know what I mean? So, but I get the whole step by step. I think that's more of SMART, is more of the breakdown of the goal. Like, now how do I go about it? But presenting the goal should be huge. It should scare you. Like, I'm taking on this big challenge. It gives it more meaning. But it should excite you. It should scare you a little, but it should excite you a lot. And those things are so important. Whereas SMART, I think, is just the steps. Once you set that main goal, SMART should be kind of your target to what can be achievable? What can I do today that's achievable? What can I do tomorrow that's achievable? And just keep working until you've accomplished your goals. We'll talk a little bit more about what I mean by that. But Brent will definitely put you on the wheel of names. All right, we're going to Command V you in there. There you are. Split up. All right. Next up we have, so I'm going to reply. Going to go, can I reply? Sure. Love it. Watch my video. Shout out. Shout out goals. There we go. Okay, next up we have me posting. So Brent put goals hashtag. Should I give him another one for hashtag goals? It's not really another message on there. So, and he gave me a good shout out. Thank you. And if he did give me 3 posts. What did I give any rules specific to the 3 posts? Comment up to 3 times below. Share to generate comments. Yeah, he made 3. He qualifies with 1, so post must generate original answers. I think each one has to be more on goals. I think I'm going to go with that. Each comment has to be more on goals. I wanted the messages to be, all about goals. Although I appreciate the tags and all that type of stuff too. Those are important. Next up we have Edlin's. She says, clarity, visualize, and take action. Clarity, visualize, and take action. Clarity, gotta have a clear vision. So true. You gotta see it in your mind. You really have to get that image in your mind. Visualize will help that. I do that. It's one of my bonus things about having an image, using an image, having that image in front of you, where you spend the most time. You should see it, be able to rub it, feel it, talk about it, think about it, be obsessed with it. So those are very, very specific. Take action. You got to take action. But my only tie-in on that, the only thing that I think is missing is, again, it should scare you. So who's going to hold you accountable? Who is going to hold you accountable? If you're just saying them in the back of your mind, motivation then becomes a factor. What's going to motivate you to do it? For me, it's embarrassment. I don't want to get embarrassed. So I'm going to put myself in a situation where if I don't take action, I'm going to feel embarrassed because I don't take action. That's really what scares me enough to sometimes not put those goals into action. That's really what separates a goal from, a thought, a concept, an idea, something you may want that you're thinking about. Whereas a goal, desire, a must, that to me has to have something tied to it that will hold you accountable. But I like it. Thank you for throwing that goal up there. We're going to add, copy her. Okay, there we go. Add that in. She has another one there, so she's going to get another entry. Right. Edlins. We have another one here from Edlins. Says, develop a strong mind and you will have a strong life. Develop a strong mind and you will have a strong life. Strong life. That's definitely a goal. Definitely a goal. And the reality is she put it in public there. So Edlin's put a goal out to develop herself a strong mind. It's almost a quote. She will have a strong life. Putting it out to the public, commenting to people, being read to however many are going to watch this video. Those are things that are going to now make it more of a pain if she fails to achieve a strong mind and a strong life. So by verbalizing it, someone that will hold her accountable. Reality is now, and I know Edlin, I'm going to say, hey, look, tell me how you're going to do this. What does it mean? What is, and SMART might be like, okay, realistic, measurable, specific. What specifically do you want to achieve with a strong mind? Like where? Do you want to accomplish a degree in something? Do you want to, what is it specific? Give me specifics. We're going to throw that up there, though. It goes on to the Wheel of Names. Number 4, the Wheel of Names. All right. There you go. Starting to fill up. Looking good. All right. I'm not going to hit that spin button yet. We're going to hit that spin button at the end of this video, so stay. Now, I haven't said it in a while, but smash that like button right now. Smash that like button right now to let me know you guys are on. Give me some likes. Let me know if you're on the same page. Give me some likes. Comment right now. Say hashtag goals. Hashtag goals. There we go. The Goal King. Okay. Michelle says, sup. What's up, Michelle? Shout out. Thank you. Bear is Burrs. Bear is Burrs. Bear is BRS. I always don't know. I never know how to say that. Bear B-A-Rise Burrs. I don't know if that's an acronym for something. Be a rise. Be a rise. There we go. Be a rise. Okay. Says, first knowing where I am, awareness, then I figure out where I want to be, intention. Then I figure out the tasks to accomplish, action plan. Then I focus on doing each task consistently until reaching the place I tend to go, attention. All right, is there an acronym to that? A-I-A-A. A-I-A-A. No acronym to that. Awareness, intention, action plan, attention. Gotcha. Awareness, I figure out where I want to be. So having a set of purpose. Intention, figure out what you need to do. So now you gotta take action. Yeah, take action. And then attention, okay, and very similarly, I love these. These are great. This is so great that people have these plans. Again, though, is it scaring you? Does this scare you? Maybe it does. Maybe what you're setting up does, and how much does it scare you? Okay, and does it excite you enough that failure is not an option? Does it excite you enough that failure is not an option? Have you put it out there, not just in a post because someone asked you, but have you put it out there like, look, this is my goal. I'm going to give these away this month. I'm giving away $150. This is my goal. I'm going to give these away this month. I'm going to promote this course. It embarrasses me to do these things, but I'm going to do them anyway. I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to tell all my followers to keep posting. I'm going to reach out to people via message. Does it embarrass me? Yeah, because I've never reached out to these people. I barely ever reach out, and now I'm telling them to post on my post. And I'm giving something away was my goal. Okay, I'm giving something away was my goal. So that's small. That's measurable. Does it scare me? A little bit. The action steps did. Does it excite me? Yeah, it excites me. The potential down the road excited me a lot. Would I have been embarrassed if I didn't do this video today and give these away today? Yeah, I would lose a ton of credibility with people who are watching my videos, following me on Instagram, people who commented, people who want to win these. I would have lost a lot of credibility, and that scares me. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. You got to have that fear factor. That's the X factor. And there's one more X factor, and we'll get to that. It's at the very end of this post. So stay tuned. Stay till the very end of this video so that you see if you won. But let's put be a rise. Let's put be a rise, BRS. All right, on the Wheel of Names. I'm going to say that every time that way. There you go. Okay. You could put the @ sign, I guess, for each of these. Make sure you hook yourself up with some swag. Growth happens now. It's not really swag. I'm just ordered some of these t-shirts for my video so I can promote. But that was one. And then my Cash swag right there. Check those out. What do you think? I could have probably moved this somewhere else. I don't know. It was just a first run. But I did order them, so you'll see me wearing those soon. But I'm going to do some swag, some drip. Okay, next up we have Oma. Pick me, she says. Pick me. That's a shout out slash a call to action. I like it. Burnaby Bell says, set, commit, succeed. There it is, straight to the point. Set, commit, succeed. Set a goal, commit to it, succeed. Love it. There's a man who has achieved probably some of the biggest goals in his life. He is the provincial championship coach in the province of British Columbia for basketball. Congrats to Mike Bell. That's Burnaby Bell. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. One of the best coaches in the province. And I'm certain there's a man who knows how to knock his goals out straight to the point. Again, does it scare you? He probably said something that he's like, oh, God. And he's probably put himself in some situations where he said them out loud to people who follow him, to his players. If he fails them, there's credibility, man, on the line. If he fails them, embarrassment's on the line. Teachers are watching them. Principals are watching them. The community is watching them. Not just social media, not just YouTube. I'm talking the community, the city. One of the top programs and has been for years and years and years for basketball. So make sure you go follow Burnaby Bell. All right, let's throw you on there. Boom. Shout out. Next up we have Burnaby Bell with another shout out. Appreciate that. Another one right here. Okay, discipline, dedication, determination. These are all keywords. How do you know a person has reached some goals when they're able to specify exactly what it takes? Discipline, got to follow through. You got to be disciplined. You got to focus. You got to make it happen. I've been disciplined for 15 days in a row, then I fall off the wagon. Don't do a day. Then I've been disciplined for another 4 days in a row, fall off the wagon, miss 2 days. Then I decide, okay, let's do some individual. I think I may be at about 23, 24th. I miss my discipline by not knowing what number I'm at. Gotta know what number you're at, Chris, when you're doing these lives, because I committed to 100 lives in 100 days, and I'm behind the 8 ball. So discipline, dedication. I'm dedicated, but I've committed. I made a promise to people who follow me on Instagram, people who follow me on YouTube, people who want to see what I put out there, to my family, to friends. Okay, there's lots of people that I've spoke the goals into existence with, the outcome that I want to have happen, which is, look, at the end of these 100, we gotta see this channel grow to 20,000 subscribers by the end of these 100 lives. Is it growing quick enough? No. I've grown like three in a month. It might have scooped up to like 11 or 12, which is even lower than what I normally grow month to month. The problem is, it's because I'm doing it at midnight. I need to be doing it in the daytime. That's the next move. At 25, I gotta change. Gotta try to fix the problem and try to reach a larger audience. We're gonna throw Bell on there again for another set of great and determination. Just got to get it done. You got to be determined. The Determinator. The Wheel of Names. He's got his second one on there. That's exactly what you have to do. Follow instructions. Got to put them specific. And then he said the same thing twice. We're not going to accept the same thing twice, but I appreciate the extra posts. Those are great. That helps. That helped everybody who, there might have only been 20 people who've actually posted, but because of all these extra posts, it reached the 50/100. So we're going to say thanks for the post. Thanks for the goal pointers from champ. Watch this vid to see if you won the Beats by Dre. Bam. I should tell them I'm live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. There we go. Okay. Another tag. Thank you. Okay. Exquisite Beauty said hashtag goal setting. Goal setting is obviously what you got to do. It's pretty straight to the point. Kind of. Did I say anything specific about how many things you had to say? Was there multiple points you had to put? Just say comment 3 times. Rules must follow me. Comment 3 times. Da 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 da. How do you approach your goals? How do you approach your goals? Set it, commit it, bam it out. And goal setting is how you approach your goals. So it is a entry. All right. Can I highlight it though? There we go. Throw you on there. Goal setting is the key. So to have goals, you have to set them. Absolutely. 1,000%. Who else do I? I got to go back a couple and just say, you've been entered to win beats by DRE. All right. Stay tuned. YouTube to see if you won. We'll drive some traffic to the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Coach Chris HRSPECT. There we go. Bam. We'll post that a few times to the people who've been entered. Go back up. I'm going to go to reply with Bear Rise. Another local guy who is killing it in the martial arts. Just killing it. Check out his Instagram. Lots of great posts on there. Bam. Who else entered? Edlin is going to get an entry. Bam. Okay, let's go. Oh, is there anybody else on here? Brent is going to get an entry. Love it, love it. Let's go, Brent. Goals. Hashtag goals. He gave me one here. He gave me 2 goals. Goals is just a post. Bam. All right, I think that was everybody so far that has been entered to win. Reply, view, reply, Papa C. Oh, hold on. There's an extra post here. I didn't see that. There was a reply, and he posted his second reply in here. Only 3% of adults have written goals. Write down goals and make them clear, specific, detailed, and measurable. Lucky I saw that. That was kind of a reply. It was a hidden one. Lucky I went back. All right. So I get to add Papa YYC to... There we go. Papa YYC gets one more entry on here. Okay. So far, tell me what you think. Thank you for hanging out with me on YouTube. Appreciate that. Make sure that you can probably right now just smash that like button if you feel like it. My goal is to get at least 20 likes on this video, so please smash that like button. And if you leave a comment, just write the comment like, I'm in it to win it. Okay, maybe I'll do another draw. The most I'm in it to win it on this video in the comment section will win a cash prize, a cash Amazon, part of my Amazon PPC. I've turned off 2 specific words that have been costing me probably about a cold hard $75 a month of wasted money. I turned those words off, so I'm recouping that cash. So let me use it to gain and grow my YouTube channel and grow my Instagram. So in the comment section of this video, if you stayed this long, type I'm in it to win it. As many of those as you want, maximum 5 per person. And I will put you guys on the wheel of names, and you guys will be entered in to win. You'll be entered in to win. All right, so make sure you do that. Okay, let's scroll down. Let's see who's up next. Let's zoom this in so you guys can get a real good close-up here. Me. All right, we did that one. We did that one. Bam. We'll reply to that one. I got to make sure now I look at these replies and read them because I'm missing those. You're going to like that. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Appreciate that. FBA.exe. I write my goals twice a day, edit the morning ones after sleeping on it, and add in to-do list. Making sure no more than 20% of my to-do list hinders my goals. Keeps me accountable for wasted time and effort. If you find yourself having lots of responsibilities, kids, family, etc., you should ratio your to-do list and see how it stacks against your goals. Awesome, awesome. Such a plan there. That's a great plan. Definitely, definitely a day-to-day, I don't know if that's not time consuming, but what it is just a commitment. It definitely is a commitment. And if you have family like myself, I have wife and children, married, and 9 to 5 in a business, that's 6 to 12, 2 a.m. When do I sleep? And then we go live on my kids' basketball show, and they're going live on their new channel. Our goal is to build that channel for them, and then obviously with the business and with social media, we're going live in stores and sourcing, all that type of stuff. You definitely have to get yourself to a point whereby you know what you do, and you do it when you really are good with your time. There's going to be moments when you need to unwind and not do anything, and those points that I have, like on the 16th day, you just, that's it. I need a break. You're going to need those. Take those breaks, and then you should be back to your routine, and that's kind of a routine. Again, does your goals scare you? How do you attack your goals? Those are great ways to attack my goals. Just make sure they scare you, man. Make sure you're putting the goal out there, not just the method, but the goal itself, and how does it scare you, and what's holding you accomplished, what's holding you accountable, and at the end of the day, does it excite you more than it freaks you out? Okay. So I like that one. We're going to reply on that one and slam that into the wheel of names. FBAEXE. Follow FBAEXE.exe. All right, let's throw that on there. How many we have so far? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 entries so far. Right on. Okay, now let's go back up here. Apply. Post that. Oh, where did that go? What did I just do there? We just got out on that one. We don't want to do that. Post that. Zoom in. Okay, we will go back down to FBA.exe. Go on to the next one. Okay, here we go. My reply. My sister says fire and a heart emoji. Thank you. And Mr. Vaz says just getting started. That's taking action. Right on. I say right no. Bam. Rack 'em and stack 'em, baby. Rack 'em and stack 'em. Goals, achievements. I like that one. That's a good one. We will use that one. We will take that one. All right. Let's add that one to the list. Rack 'em and stack 'em. Jessica Black. Check her out. Jessica with 2’s.black. She says, rack 'em and stack 'em, baby. Triple fire. Hashtag goals and achievement. We will do that. Let's add her in. People are forgetting to do multiple posts on that. How do I attack my goals? How do you guys attack your goals? Make sure you're letting me know. Okay. Next up we have Lauren Cecil says double eyes. Respect. Double eyes back. And Keita Chopra says You start by setting a goal that you feel almost impossible, and then you work towards the impossible. You make it possible by continuing to strive and believe. Yes, that is exactly what you do, and you tell people about it. You tell as many people about it that you don't tell your best friend, and you don't tell your brother, your sister, your mom. You don't tell them per se because they're not. You probably failed them a bunch of times in your life. You probably failed to the point where they don't care if you. They're more like, oh, okay, well that's good. Oh, I'm proud of you anyway. You tell people about your goals. The people you have to tell are the people who follow you. If you have followers, and I'm not necessarily mean social media or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. I'm not talking about those followers. I'm talking about if you're a leader at all, you tell the people you lead. Those are the people who will hold you accountable. Those are the people who you will feel embarrassed if you don't accomplish what you told them you were going to accomplish. If you are a leader in your school, if you are a leader on your basketball team, you commit verbally out loud to the people who follow you, who are part of your team. If you are a boss, you tell your employees out loud because they follow you. They are your followers. They are following what you do. If you are a community leader, you tell your community. If you're involved in the community, you tell your people in that community what your goal is. And this is what scares most people because then once I say this, they go, really? Those are the people I have to tell? Yeah, no, you don't tell people who love you either way. You tell people who don't know you other than they already trust you because you lead them and that their eyes are watching you once you told them and committed to what it is you wanted to achieve for them, for yourself, your next level. Those are the people that you don't want to feel. You want to feel super embarrassed that if you fail them, you're failing yourself. And the pain is too hard to bear. So that's going to motivate you to start taking real steps. And if the goals are big, if the goal scares you big, then you're going to be excited that you accomplished it or you're taking action towards it. And those are the people that you tell. So the people that follow you, and if you don't have people that follow you, you have no one who looks up to you, find those followers. It can lead on to social media. You can start, with a basic following on these different ones and start to commit to those people and then just grow from there. So we will add Ankita to the Wheel of Names. Boom, added. All right. Okay, and I always got to make sure there were not multiple replies because people are actually adding their extra ones in the reply section. I almost missed that. Prosper One Nation, what's going on, says, lead the way, show the way, be the leader. Kind of exactly what I just said is leaders, that's what you need to be. You need to recognize that you are a leader and you need to recognize who you lead, who follows you. Because goals I don't think can be achieved without help. Not necessarily physical help, but encouragement, eyes on you. Oh, you're going to do that? Wow, I'm watching you now because I really want to see how it's done. I want to get there too. The bigger leadership you can start to create for yourself, the larger goals. If you think of some of the biggest leaders in the world, they're leaders for a reason because they have people who want to follow them. They're billionaires for a reason because they have a large following. Inheritance, and I honestly probably shouldn't comment on it because I don't know many who have inheritance wealth that are also leaders, but maybe they've created that leadership. I don't believe money creates leadership. I believe values. I believe what you teach, what you talk about, creates a following, creates a leadership. I believe that you might not have to say a lot, but your actions, your work create leadership. I'll use a basketball analogy. One of the biggest leaders today in sports is also the quietest person in sports, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He just obviously was the integral piece of the Toronto Raptors winning the NBA championship. He was the puzzle that got them over the hump. And ultimately, the reason why, the big shot that he made, the reason why they won the NBA championship. Very quiet guy. But his leadership, his followers, the people who don't follow him because of what he says, they follow him because of what he does, the work he puts in. When you watch him practice, just the routine he has, the dedication, to his body, determination, all those things that Burnaby Bell said. Those are all points of emphasis that you can see from his leadership. So leadership and goals go hand in hand in achieving them. Okay? Some of my goals were achieved with a small amount of commitment to my followers. It doesn't have to be, 100 people you're going to tell. Sometimes it just has to be 3 or 4. Those ones might need to be important. They may need to be important. Okay? All right, we are going to add Prosper Nation to the Wheel of Names. All right. Bam. Go back here. I keep kicking out of here. All right, just copying this little piece here. All right, post that. Okay, I think we're flying through these comments here. We're almost able to push that draw button. Stay with me as I get towards the end. Let's see. Solomon, what is happening? Coach, you're into. Right on. Keep posting. I'm in it to win it. And you will be entered to win the next big cash draw for June. So stay tuned for that. And maybe I'll enhance that prize, but people always love cash giveaways. So make sure you're following this channel. If you're watching this video, make sure you're subscribed to me on Instagram. Okay, here we go. The next one up, Prosper also put, he's got 1, he's got have a vision and be driven to achieve your goals. He's got 2, and be committed to achieve your goals, and sacrifices need to be made. He's got 3. Fantastic. So let's go a reply on this one. Bam. And he's going to get all 3. Let's go with a reply on this one. Bam. Okay, and let's jump over to Wheel of Names. Copy that. And add in a line and add in a line. There we go. He's got a 3. Good chances there. We'll quickly copy my reply. I'm spamming my reply. See how many comments we got on that. Edlin had a couple more in there. She put up here, the wise guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Edwin says, let's get this to 100. All right. We're going to, how many do I put in for Edlin? Because she just commented a ton on here, I'm going to add one more for her. She has so far on here 1, 2. We're going to add another. Thank you for doing that. Listen, if you're going to throw those on here, you're going to get a bonus. It is what it is. Okay. Next up, let's go back to top. Make sure I copy this. I'm going to add it here. Say bam. I guess people want these. They want these beats. Okay, Ruiz Man 81 says, you first have to figure out what your goal is and then lead by example. Start off by writing out a list of minor steps along the way in order to achieve the ultimate goal. Reward yourself when you accomplish a step along the way to stay focused and on track. Celebrate when you've reached the end goal. I used to really put a lot of emphasis on celebrating that goal. It's so important to celebrate that goal. Reward yourself, celebrate, championships. At the end, again, that Raptors analogy is they just every day was like they're working towards that end result, and real at the end, what do they have? A parade. Like the biggest celebrations of celebrations. Look, we achieved it. Parade, championship, trophy, rings, you name it, champagne, like a celebration among celebrations. So yeah, it's so important to attach a great feeling to an ultimate goal. And again, that goal has to be so big that it should scare you. And the commitment, like those guys, I'm sure there's some who say it out loud, some who make those promises, some who just don't want to make those promises that they can do it. And you watch some of those guys, even the greatest won't say, we're going to win the championship this year. They just won't say it. Some of them will commit, but it's so hard for them to do it and have to live with not achieving it. And in basketball, there's only one team. Like the percentage of winning is minuscule, until you become great. Doesn't mean you shouldn't speak it out loud. It doesn't mean you shouldn't tell people and apply that commitment. I think that's exactly why you should commit to verbally telling your following, like, and they do. They're going for the championship. They say our goal is to win an NBA championship. 31 teams fail. Okay, they fail, but failing isn't the end or failing is such a terrible word, because really at the end of the day, when you think of all the teams, I would say maybe there's 3 or 4 that really actually fail because they never really were committed to winning. They just knew how bad they were, so they were committed to a different process, not really winning a championship. And then there's those teams that get to the finals of just a 2 and one loses, one wins. Yeah, sure, they didn't win, but that's not failing. I think all that success of getting there, look at the Raptors. They kept getting there and kept getting there and kept getting there. And then finally they just kept changing and tweaking until they got over their hump. And that hump completely changed the city forever when it comes to sports and the NBA. So, failing is part of the process, like everybody says. It's part of the process, part of learning. It's the only way you'll ever know how to adjust. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, that's failing. That's insanity. You have to tweak it. What can I do to change? I'm failing right now on my YouTube channel. I'm not growing. What do I need to do to change it? Promote it more. Promote it during the day more. Let's try promoting it during the day more, Chris. So that's the goal. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm committing to you guys. We're going to do that. I'm going to start that on my 26th live session. And we're going to do no later than 6 o'clock starts for 25 straight lives. And let's see what the growth looks like then. And that's a commitment from me. Does it scare me? No, it doesn't scare me. So maybe what scares me is saying, after those 25 lives, I feel like we should have grown by at least 1,000 subscribers. 1,000. That scares me. Because right now I'm at 1,500. So after just 25 lives, how can I grow it by 1,000 subscribers? That's my commitment. That's my goal. In 25 days or whatever it takes me to go live. 25 times. So that's kind of pushing myself. Now I got to really commit. That's a commitment. As with some remnants of a leader. I'm putting it out there to people who want to see if it's possible. Put it out there to people who are watching this show. Same way I would do it if I were coaching a team. I'll put that goal out there to the team. And that commitment has to come from both sides. I coach little kids. Got to put those goals out there to little kids. Same thing applies. You got to put it out there to community, because I would feel super embarrassed if we didn't achieve that. Next up, Seti says, let's go. Thank you. Can't answer you. Sorry. You're my son. Next up, Ryad M says, e-commerce is not for the faint of heart. Fun as hell, though. That's a comment. I appreciate that. But you're right. It is not for the faint of heart. Hardcovered Road says, I need this so that I can listen to Chris Speck all day and all night. That's kind of a goal, but you didn't tell me how you go about it. But you did put it out there. But here you go. You probably already heard this about how to set goals, but the goals have to be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. The goals need to be written down. Make an action plan and don't give up. Stick to the plan. There we go. We'll give you this one right here. I love it. And then Hardcover Road says right here, to keep motivated to reach the goal, there needs to be a meaningful reward along the way towards the goal. Yeah. I don't do that personally. Every time you achieve something, you're probably just saying like, look, let's reward myself for all those steps along the way. I don't do that. I just don't know, that my mind would want to continue on after I fed it, enough candy along the way. I don't know that it would want to achieve that end result. I really want to keep it hungry. I really want to make it pain. I want there to be some pain associated with it until I reach that goal. So I don't know that I would personally feed it, anything other than encouragement and just self-talk and motivating myself. Gotta do it. There's times, every day I don't necessarily want to come on this YouTube channel. This is not my strength. But it's the goal. I'm building myself. I'm building my abilities. I'm building my skills. I'm developing a business. I'm doing all these things. It's not, it also could be the fact that I'm starting at midnight and, I'm probably half asleep. But it's just not my strength, right? So having to talk about these topics that I want to talk about, it's got to take that commitment, that pain, that, of failure. Do I reward myself after every time I do it? No, I don't. But I do have, I'll eat something yummy, if you call that a reward. But I still, at the end of the day, my vision, I'm constantly thinking about it over and over and over, is 120,000, 120,000, 120,000. There's still some things I'm not doing about my goal that I need to do, like my bonus one, which we'll talk about at the end here. But we're going to throw Hardcovered Road on the wheel of names twice. We're going to put him on there twice because he had two. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then he had one more up here that was a shout out. Can't give you a shout out. I already said I wouldn't give shout outs. Unless you really shouted me out like 100 times or something. Or 5 times at least. But definitely giving you 2. Look at that wheel. It's starting to build up. Looking good. Okay. Make sure you guys join the course if you want to learn how to sell on Amazon. It's on for $200 off. Right now it's $297, regular $497. You will make you $297 back. I guarantee it. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. But if you're looking to make an extra $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80,000, it's up to you. You just need to start following the system that I've created for selling on Amazon. So jump on that. Just search Coach Chris Speck's Amazon Selling Hustle. The link will be in the description. All right, back at it after that commercial break. Okay, who's up next? We got Lorne, answered by waking up early. There you go. He gave respect. I love it. That was a good one. Part of achieving goals is giving yourself more time in the day to achieve those goals. You can't sleep until noon and go to sleep at 8 o'clock and be filling your 8 hours of awake time with things that you have to do anyway. You have to have some time for you to achieve those goals. That's for sure. So wake up early. Get your day started early. I don't know if it's true. Most of the wealthy go to bed late, stay up early. I mean, I know Michael Jordan was rarely a sleeper. You know, sometimes he stay up for days on end. But sleep is definitely a part of it. Look, my goal is to do what I'm doing with my YouTube channel. Is one of my goals. I definitely won't be probably in bed until 2 in the morning today, and I'll be up probably by 8. So we'll get good 6 hours. We'll have 18 hours to work. My whole thing with goals or with just work in general is I like what Elon Musk says. You have to work twice as much as the next guy, but if you do, you'll get twice as much accomplished. Ryan Pierre says, lead by example. Being a father of 5 kids, I need to walk the walk as well. That is the truth. Respect the game. I have 4, you have 5. Yeah, man. There you go. Leading a family. You know, their eyes are on Ryan. He's got to accomplish a lot, but he's got to keep setting those goals. He's got to tell the ducklings that here's what we're going to accomplish, and it's got to scare the shit out of him that he's going to say it. Listen, failing the family probably has happened, and they probably will still love you anyway. But start there. Start by telling them what you're going to achieve, and just make it a mission. It's, you know, and break it down. Make your steps along the way achievable, but make the goal big. Think big. Dream big. Make those goals big, and you will accomplish big things. Let's give him an entry. All right. Make sure to give him an entry here. Bam. Okay. Post that. You've been entered. Thanks for the comments, everybody. It's a great to jump on here again. You've been entered. Here. Okay. Scroll right down to the bottom. Hard-covered Ryan. There we go. And is that it? That looks like the last one. Was that the last one? Lauren says double fire. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Make sure I go to the top. My comment should have showed up. Let me close this down. Reopen. I just want to make sure I got everybody. Let's go, champ. Right goals. Yeah, we're good. I don't know where mine went, but let's go into this one here. See if I can find it. I put some on here. I don't know why they didn't show up. But I put my main ones on here. Oh, there is another promotion of this giveaway. I'm promoting what I'm giving away. I'm not even promoting my my drip right here. Goals should scare you. So we hit that. That opens it. Hit that again. That opens it. Bam. That opens it up again. What's going on? Make sure you guys smash that like button. Let me know you're on here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I see we got some few people on here right now. All right. Okay, well, let me post mine. Here's what I'm going to tell you. So I wrote down what I got. Okay. So Coach Chris, see Cash's way to achieving goals. Bam. And I'll talk a little bit about here. I've added all the names in, and then after this, we will go straight into spinning that wheel. Let's see who won the ultimate prize. Make sure again that you follow me on Instagram at The Wise Guy TheWysEGY. And subscribe and hit that notification bell on YouTube. Help the channel grow to 20,000. That is my goal. So get on there and subscribe and hit that, smash that notification bell so that you see when I go on, even if it is the middle of the night. And whether I'm doing giveaways or whatever, you have a chance to win and learn all those things. So here's what I do. Here's my breakdown, and I've been studying, not just doing. I've been studying goal setting ever since I was in my 20s. Okay, and I've read a lot of books on goals and sales and motivation, leadership, and business, and all the things that ultimately, sports, you name it, that have a lot to do with goal setting. And instinctually, I settled upon what worked for me, and I don't execute it all the time, often out of fear. Often it goes back to that post I made. I love that post so much. Often it scares me, so don't execute. I don't want to feel embarrassed. I don't want the ridicule. But that's what holds people back from their goals. It's the fear of ridicule, the fear of not accomplishing it, the fear of having to take action, the fear of so many different things. For everybody, it can be a different thing, but it's that fear stage that holds them back from ultimately following these 3 steps plus a bonus that I lay out here. So I'm going to lay them out, and my goal for you guys is to adapt some of this stuff to help you achieve your goals. And if you can understand exactly what I'm trying to say here, you'll get the concept is it's a goal. To achieve a goal requires more than just yourself. Okay, so the first thing that I do when it comes to goals is I speak it out loud. Okay, I talk about my goal to different people. Okay, I'll tell people I care about what my goal is. Okay, and I may not need to know you. I may have only maybe interacted with you a little bit. Okay, but I'll put my goal out there, and what that does is that gives me a little bit of accountability. One of the most powerful methods I use is I tell people on social media and YouTube about my goals and my plans. Years ago, if you go to my original YouTube channel, I weighed at about 240 some odd pounds, and I just had enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being this heavy. I didn't want to be this heavy anymore. Sure, I lifted a lot, I trained a lot, I ate a lot, but I was heavy. And I made my goal to I made a commitment. I made it my goal to get back into shape. And the social media part came in as I was gonna go and make myself accountable to posting every day my workouts over and over every day. And that was my commitment. My commitment was, look, I'm going to post my workouts, get on YouTube, and I said, I'm going to post my workouts, my 90 days, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to do this in-home routine. I think it was a 10-minute trainer. And I gradually got to, from 10 minutes a day, I think it was 2 minutes warm-up, 2 minutes cool down, 10-minute workout. Kind of an intense, high-intensity workout. And that kind of grew as I got in shape. And I committed to posting it and holding myself accountable by just making sure I posted a day. And that was my commitment to myself. So I had to stay accountable to that. And I was telling people, I'm going to post my workout. I'm going to post my workout. I'm going to post my workout. My goal is to do this, lose weight. I'm going to post my workout. Wanted to get to like under 200 pounds. So that was the thing. You got to tell people. You got to say out loud. And listen, you like I'll talk about with leadership. If you're a leader or if you have people that follow you, for me, I had my staff. For me, I had obviously my family. For me, I had people I coached. But for me, that specific goal, I felt the need to post it and share it on social media. So YouTube channel was going to be where I wanted to share it. So I was talking on there. Okay, so that was the first thing. Second thing was making a commitment. Give your goal a due date. Okay, so on that one, I said 90 days. My goal is 90 days. In 90 days, I am going to lose 43 pounds. And I was going to go from 243 down to 200. Okay, and that was the goal. So I started to do things that would help me achieve those goals. And I think that's where SMART plays in, where you're starting to do measurable stuff and realistic and stuff. I just don't think setting quote unquote SMART goals as your end goal to just be painful enough to drive and motivate you. I think the goal, like that 43 pounds is a lot of weight for a lot of people. And doing it every day on YouTube also helped motivate me to keep doing it. I found some inspiration behind that. Just like I find inspiration from doing this. Like I'm like, I gotta get out there. I gotta post these videos. I gotta do that list. All the problems that I had that I didn't want to do, like my excuse before was content. I just don't know what to do. I'm not gonna go on. Then I took a 3-month hiatus because my excuse was content. What should I post? Reality is I just had to sit down and figure that out. I had to solve that problem. And then I went and said, look, my goal was to write down 300 things I would post about. And I did that. Did I fail? Yeah. I only wrote down 230. But did I succeed? Yeah, because look, we're on number 20, whatever we're on, and we're moving the right direction. And I know I'll get back to filling out the 300 topics that I'm going to post about. And it's kept me consistent. So those problems are excuses. They're solvable. They are very, very solvable. They're excuses. They're reasons that you give yourself to not have to do what you know you should be doing. Okay? And if others throw them at you, that's the exact same way. They're just trying to stop you from doing what they know they should be doing. Okay? In a similar fashion. And that's kind of a thing that you learn in sales, is that people will give you excuses or objections, they call them. Objections are just reasons they're throwing at you because they know they should be doing it, but this is a way to stop them from doing what they know they should be doing. And if you can learn how to handle those objections and just solve those problems, clarify, and then solve them and move forward, you can be a great salesperson. So make a commitment, give your goal a due date. The next power move is have people hold you accountable. Someone who would call you out if they see you fail. Someone you care not to disappoint. I got my words backwards here. Okay? And I always say people that you love generally you can't disappoint them. Mom, dad, son, daughter, wife, husband, family, friends. They're going to love you either way. Okay? It's the people that follow you, whether you're a big time leader or a starter, you're just beginning your world of leadership. It's those people who follow you. Those are the people that your eyes, there's gonna be some of them that are gonna call you out. Yeah, bullshit. He's full of shit. He says this all the time. There's gonna be some that hold you accountable, who want to see what you're in. They jump on. They smash that notification bell. Okay, there's gonna be those type of people who listen and do what you recommended, in turn, so that they can be part of your circle. Those are the people that will hold you accountable. Those are the people that when you set these gigantic goals, go back to this, when you set those goals that scare you, okay, a little and excite you a lot, it's those following you. And again, it doesn't have to be social media. Whether you're a boss, tell your staff. If you're a salesperson, tell your customers, because that will help build rapport. If you're a community leader, tell the community. If you're a coach, tell your players what your goals are. Put them out there. Think them through. Be clear and accurate and have a plan. Don't necessarily just put it out there without planning first, but don't let the plan hold you back. Okay? Sometimes I put them out there and then I plan after. Like, okay, I'm going to throw it out there. That's going to get me going. I'm going to tell some people right now, if I don't follow through with what I said, if I don't follow up and follow through, I'm going to probably be shunned from this community. It's going to be very, very embarrassing. Okay, so put it out there, make that commitment, give it a due date. And then number 3 is associate pain of embarrassment to failing achieving my goal. So that's what I do. I always go, oh, I'm going to be so embarrassed if I don't do this. If I don't complete this, I'm just going to be, and I continually self-talk. And now I do it to others. Like, I'll tell people, look, if you're setting a goal, you got to make sure that you're going to be embarrassed if you don't pull it off. And I'll call people out. Look, a lot of the reasons why you probably don't tell people your goals, or that you downplay your goals, or that your goals aren't specific when you actually talk about them, that they're very generalized and generic, is because you're scared to put it out there because people will hold you accountable. There are people I work with. There are teams I work with. And my message has been to the people who work for me is for them to put out to their staff and their team, put out their message, put out their goals, and know that those eyes are watching them. Okay, those eyes are watching them. And if you want to be a leader, though, you have to put out these goals that scare you. You have to say, look, we're going to achieve this month. We're going to achieve this target this month. We're going to grow by this much. I'm going to change this area of my business. Okay, and you put that out to your team. You meet with your team. You put that out there, and you keep that on your mind, and you keep talking about that. You'll feel embarrassed if may something happen to you. Who knows? But it's gonna stay in the back of your mind. Like, you're either never gonna try that again if you fail, and ultimately you'll never achieve goals. Whereas the complete opposite happens. If you can convince yourself of the embarrassment that you will feel, you will hit a lot more things in your life. You will achieve a lot more than you've ever achieved ever in your life by associating pain and being able to do these steps. So these 3 steps are the keys for me, whether the goal is gigantic or small. They're the keys. There's one more bonus I'll tie in. Again, but let me read this out. Feel and tell yourself just how embarrassed you will feel should you not do every possible thing to achieve your goal. Promising your wife might not be enough. You may have already gotten used to failing your family, which is the truth for a lot of people. It is what it is. Promise people who follow you, which means this. If you are a leader, you have followers. Learn who they are. It doesn't need to be social media followers, but that works. Okay, so if you're a kid, you might not know. Like, you have some friends that follow you. Sure, they love you. Either way. But listen, if you're a teenager and you go to high school, half that class is your friends, half are not. Stand up in front of that class and make a commitment to a goal. And that's risk. That is risky stuff. Okay, putting it out there, man. When you're on a team, put it out there to your players, your teammates. Okay, if you're doing a community, you're volunteering for a community, put it out there to who you're volunteering for, whatever your goals may be. Okay, try to associate pain with it. Learn who they are. It doesn't need to be social media followers. If you are the manager, you have staff, promise them. If you're a coach, blah, blah, blah. So I've kind of said all this. I don't want to repeat it. Feel the pain, shame, and embarrassment if you fail. You got to feel that stuff. Interestingly, this is when you find out that failing is not bad, because failing may occur, but the realization of just how hard you can work towards your goals allows you to understand your capacity and just how big goals you should set. So by doing these steps, you start to realize, wow, this is actually some powerful stuff. This works, Chris. It works really well. And you start to realize, look, I worked my ass off to achieve that goal and I failed miserably. I didn't get to 20,000 subscribers. I got to 10. But is that really failure? It is, in a sense, in the word, if the definition is you did fail. But you still succeeded. You're halfway there. that's just, you almost like, okay, that was the beginning. We got somewhere. Um, we're making progress. Now you can kind of start to go, okay, well, 20,000, that was a huge goal. We achieved 10. So maybe I go even bigger. Let's get to 100,000. Let's move the date to be a little bit larger. Let's work twice as hard, like Elon Musk says. Let's stay up 16 hours a day instead of 8. Let's put in 16 hours of work a day, and maybe I can do 20,000 instead of 10 towards my goal. Let's go on live twice per day at 6 o'clock and at 12 at midnight. And then maybe you need to go on 3 times. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud what I need to do to accomplish what seems like the impossible. Okay? But the reality is when you sit down and you work out the solutions, or at least what it is you want to, the steps, the whole plan, and then you just put it into action. You go. Okay? Bonus. So here's my bonus. And this is kind of a very original one. Years ago when I set goals for like dream car, my dream car at the time was my Hummer H3. And before that we drove a clunker, a Ford Aerostar minivan. It was always a dream. I just wanted to have a Hummer. I wanted an H2, but I ended up settling for the brand new H3 edition that just came out and was able to achieve that. But the reason I did, and I blame it all, I account it all, I attribute it all to putting an image up on my steering wheel, which was the place I sat the most and spent the most time thinking. For me, was there. It was a spot I could have it, which is right on the horn, taped it to it with a black electrical tape as the frame, and just rubbed it every day. It got to a point where that photo was of a white car, and it literally faded, and I think it looked like it turned yellow to a colorblind person like myself. But that dream ultimately took time, came through, and it needs to happen more often. For me, I need to start putting those images on my steering wheel. I need to start putting those images up. It's a goal of mine. I'm putting it out there to you that I'm going to put an image, because again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't do it all the time, but I know how powerful it is because I don't want to fail. Failure is what holds people back, okay? And failure ultimately is why you stop trying to figure out solutions to why you're failing. And the solutions might be right in front of you. It might be right on this board here. It might be one of these steps, okay? So I'm going to put my goal of 20,000 YouTube subscribers on my steering wheel. I'm going to say 20,000 YouTube subscribers, and I'm going to rub it, and I'm going to think about how it's going to happen, and I'm going to dream about it, and I'm going to just commit to it. And like I said, that process might require me staying up later and waking up earlier and going live at 7 and going live at 6 p.m. and going live at, I don't know, it might require 900 topics. It might require more live shows out there in the world. It might require some more trending topics. It might require some more, I don't know what they call it, guerrilla marketing style stuff. I don't know. It might require something that goes viral. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. But at the end of the day, one of the most powerful for me is putting that image up, because I have to be obsessed with it. You have to think about it more and more and more and more every day. You have to talk to yourself about it. What do I say here? Find that sweet spot that's always in front of your face. For me, it was my steering wheel. Take the image there and stare at it. Rub it. Smell it. Talk about it. Feel the joy of having it or accomplishing it or achieving it. Feel it. That should be your reward. Just get that feeling into your mind. Feel the pain of not accomplishing it, the embarrassment. I don't know who I got to tell that I would feel embarrassed about not getting to 20,000 subscribers. I don't know who cares. That's something I have to think about. But I'll put it out there. We'll see. Think about it every day, every hour, every minute. Okay, and these are ways that you can do it. That's mine. You have yours. Maybe some of these speak to you. Maybe all of these speak to you. Thank you guys for commenting on my Instagram posts. And Now, without further ado, oh, look at that. Keldal, what's up, Keldal? Hey, coach. Respect, one of my favorite YouTubers. Make sure you guys follow Keldal Studios. Solomon says, when you work 16 hours instead of 8, it fits 2 workdays into one. That's powerful. That's some Elon Musk stuff. It's one of the quotes I posted earlier, but it's so true. So true. The 100-hour work week, he calls it. Okay, let's jump on to the wheel of names. How many people that we have on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 entries. Some people have more than some others because they posted and they pulled it off. This is the prize. Quickly, let's jump to number 1. Bam. Let's go here. 1. Yeah. This is the prize. Everybody knows that is the prize right there. So when you win, I will message you that you won. Reach out to me. I will mail this to you. Okay? You will get this in the mail. If you're local, I can drop it off, whatever the case may be. We will figure that out for you and get you your Beats by Dre. Okay, let's see who it is. The wheel is spinning. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right. And here we go. Here we go. And the winner is, oh, Hardcover Road. Yeah, Hardcover Road is the winner of the Beats by Dre. Thank you, Hardcover Road. Funny enough, he put the most comments, so there you go. Interesting enough, he played the percentages. He had 3, I believe. Him and Prosper One Nation had 3, I believe. Was there? No, Hardcover Road had 2. So that's still pretty good. Congrats to Hardcover Road on winning those Beats by Dre. We will connect, and I will get you your prize. I will message you right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Coach Respect, the wise guy, on Instagram. Let's put it on the number 1 transition. There we go. Go number 2 transition. So I got these transitions. Maybe did I show it? I don't even know if I showed it or not. Let's see. Make sure I showed that Hardcover Road one. Yeah, of course I didn't show it. Did I? Anyway, let me flash back to, I didn't even show the wheel after because I don't know how to spin this. But there's the wheel. Hardcover Road one. Close that. There it is. Landed on Hardcover Road. Boom. Transition. There's my screen. Hardcover Road one. After that spin, there you go. Hardcover Road. Good job, everybody. I appreciate it. That's it. Have yourself a great night.